Hey guys, welcome back to reading your comments for week 5. This is supposed to be the mail video week. This comments video is going to be for next week. However, we're doing the comments video this week for a couple of reasons. One, the mail video is going to take me a little bit longer to record than I have time for at the moment. Tyler's applying for, it's not my business to say, but Tyler's applying for something really cool, really interesting. I'm sure he'll share it with you when that time comes. But we spent about 5 or 6 hours editing a video for him. So now it is about 5 a.m. I'm leaving for the airport in about 30 hours, if not less. So I've got a little time to do a lot. I still have a couple kingdoms to record. I still have the mail video to record. I have this comments video to record. So I'm going to do the comments video now. And the other reason I'm doing this now instead of the mail video is we were only able to read comments from the last 6 days. So I've got all the mail that I'm going to have before I can do the mail video and comments too. So if I do this comments video now, then in 2 weeks I can do another comments video and not just miss a week of the comments or have 3 weeks to go through. It'll just kind of be, I've got less videos to choose comments for this time, but I'll have my normal amount for next time, which means there's less opportunity for me to miss your comments. I don't know if that makes sense. The mail video is also going to be a little bit different. I have about 40 to 50 letters and packages, I think, from you guys, and there is just no way I have time to sit for 4 or 5 hours to record a video with Molly, reading every letter. I will read everything you sent, I promise you that. I swear. I will read it all. But on camera, it's a little bit hot in my office. It gets hot fast. About 1 to 2 hours is the max I can stand to be in here at a time with my door closed recording. And it would probably take me about 4 to 5 hours to read through everything you guys sent on camera. And I could move my setup elsewhere, but then I wouldn't have my good sound. There's just no feasible way for me to do that. So what I'm going to do for the mail video is I'm going to go through, look at, show off the fan art, thank everybody for the letters they sent, show off other random things you guys send, and just kind of acknowledge everyone that sent something and thank you guys individually. And so it's gonna be a lot shorter than if I sit there and read everything. So that's what I'm going to try to do mail videos from now on, I believe, just because of the sheer number of things that have been coming in. So I hope that doesn't offend you guys. I'm doing the best I can, and I feel really bad that I can't read everything, but it just isn't feasible to post a 4 or 5 hour video where by the end I'm going to be sitting here like a puddle. You don't want to see my back whenever I get up out of this chair sometimes. It's pretty gross. So that's the way it's going to be. I hope you guys are okay with that. If you have any suggestions or alternatives, I'm more than happy to listen for the future. For those of you that sent mail, I really hope that you're not upset with me for doing it that way. I promise you, Molly and I will read the things you sent us, but as far as the feasibility of recording, that's how it's going to have to be this time. So the comments video is going to be today, mail video next week, then we'll resume comments. I'm going to PAX South, that is confirmed. I will be there. A few other people will be there that I think you guys will be excited about. I don't think Mark will be there, so just don't bother asking that. And without further ado, I've already wasted 4 minutes of your time without reading a single comment, so let's get started. Zach Lewis 28 says, great vid. How tall is Wade? I really appreciate the attempt here to stay on track, Zach. You're almost as good as I am to stuttering and staying on track. Great vid. Doesn't really say a whole lot about why the vid was great, but hey, I'll take it over what a crappy video. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. How tall am I? The answer is about 6 foot 3 inches and 3/4 of an inch. So about 6'4", not quite 6'4". Probably shrinking here in my old age of 26. We'll see. But Bob and I are both about the same height. We're about 6'3", 6'4". I think Bob's got a little bit of on me. And then Mark's about 5'10", 5'11". So that's the trio in our heights. You're welcome. Hellscrape 3er. Or Hellscraper with a 3, says, Wade, D-Live, Ken, Chilled, and Lizzie. What a lineup, man. Yeah, it was actually really cool getting this group together. I think D-Live set this up for the most part, but I've known a lot of these guys for a long time. I've worked with everyone that's in this group before. Ken, very little. I think we've only done a couple videos together, Block and Load being one of them. Chilled and I did a lot of Gmod in the past. We've done a couple little big planets together, but I've not worked with them as much as I'd like to lately. And I've not worked with Lizzie since we did probably a Minecraft prop hunt a while back. So I'm trying to think, yeah, that's probably the last time I worked with Lizzie. D-Live and I do stuff a lot more frequently, but still not enough. The problem with YouTube is there's so many people, you know, I've talked about this before, so many people that I'm friends with that I don't even have time to record with. And then people, you know, that I don't know that are fans or that, you know, are other YouTubers that want to work with me are like, Wade, why can't I ever work with you? And it's not because I refuse to work with people that are smaller than me. I mean, you know, Patrick, JP, Gar, they are all smaller. Molly hasn't even launched a YouTube channel. She does Twitch right now. But, you know, all of them have less subscribers than I do, and I have no problem with people smaller than me. I'm not looking for the boost. You know, YouTubers, working with Mark, I've got my boost early on, but you can only get so much from working with bigger channels. Eventually, your content has to speak for itself, especially to keep people around and to get them watching your content. Exposure alone doesn't do enough to really warrant just, you know, saying, well, I'm only gonna work with PewDiePie from now on because I need those subscribers. Like, that's not the right way to look at it. So these guys are all friends of mine. I really enjoy talking to them. I've gotten to chat with them in person briefly, each of them briefly. Lizzie probably the least of the bunch because she lives over in the UK. But they're all great people, and it was really fun to record with them. I hope we get to do more stuff in the future, but it's just so hard to find time to record with everybody I want to record with. So once again, I probably spent more time explaining that than I should have, but hey, I'm a blabber. Rui, I did my best. Says, this is a different little group. I like that. You've played with some of them before, but not often, other than D-Live. Nice to change things up a bit. Yeah, this goes right along with what I was just saying. It is really fun to get to play with a variety of people, but it's just so hard because I really enjoy playing with my core groups. And I really like to get my solo content out, and by the time I get to balance those two things, getting to add anybody else in is next to impossible, because then it's, you know, one video a month that I've got time to do that kind of thing for. And I want to be able to do that more often, but it's so hard to balance. YouTube and life are so hard to balance together. Very difficult. Vil Himalaya VA Hamalainen? I'm so sorry, I've tried my best. I'm not sure how to pronounce an A with 2 dots over it. I'm sure you guys will blast me and let me know in the comments. Some of you will put me down easy, but I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. That's a new one. Vil? Is it just Vil Hemelainen? I don't know, sorry. Asks, why is Wade so bad at driving? This is probably a Far Cry comment. Far Cry is actually kind of tough to drive. You can get up to good speeds, but the turning is not very responsive, I would say, and there's a lot of drift when you try to turn on anything. It doesn't matter what vehicle you're in, and some are still worse than others. But I would say Far Cry and driving do not go hand in hand. There's nobody I know that's been good at driving in Far Cry. You could be the one, I could be wrong. But I will go with the appeal to the masses that are not good at driving on Far Cry. I'm actually really good at driving in real life. Never had an accident, never had a ticket. And I wear my seatbelt. Drive smart. Invisible Apple. We'll just go with it. Says, Wade, you shouldn't be driving. So basically do all the driving ever when the ground starts doing flips. And keep up the good puns. And also the bad ones. I'm sorry if I punish you with those. Punish you with... That was pretty bad. Yeah. I could go on and say like punder and the sea. I could do a lot of different puns with the word pun, but I've punished you, and that one was intentional. I've disturbed your minds enough with that one, so we'll just stop there. Yeah. Once again, I have a lot of similar comments here about the driving. There were a whole lot of people that really like to comment on how bad I am at that, so... Patrick's driving. I mean, there was the rock wasn't my fault all the way. Mulberryman says, "Where's 7 Days to Die with Molly? Well, seriously, there's so many new and interesting ways for her to kill you. Though with wellness being a thing now, killing your friends isn't as funny as it used to be. In all seriousness, English. In all seriousness, though, please play more 7 Days to Die. Your wish will be granted." I do not know when. The plan was to have 7 Days to Die done before my trip to Minnesota with Molly. It didn't happen. So I have 6 days between Minnesota, and PAC South, where I hope it happens. I will get JP to comment. Well, he'll see this video. JP, you're watching this. JP will text me and quit school for a week. No, don't do that, JP. We'll find time. We will try our best to find time to get a good 2 or 3 hour session of 7 Days to Die in, and hopefully while PAC South is going on, we can start posting that series. It will come back. You guys have been clamoring for it, and I'm finally not being a stubborn mule about it, and I will give you what you want. Just like Dying Light's coming back for you guys too. So you're welcome. I can't bring back every series you guys like, but the ones that I get the most clamor for, I will try to get you content. I'm a good man like that. ZECWhitney says, I'm glad you fixed the video, Wade, although it was pretty entertaining watching it with no sound. My computer, I think so the way this works right now, just to give you guys a heads up, is I've got my computer with 3 monitors and all my configurations hooked up to it. And then I've got my TV and PlayStations right there off to the side. And this back panel you guys can't see to my left is what you see whenever I'm recording a Little Big Planet, and I use the TV for that. The 4th monitor I mentioned is hooked up to a second computer that's right next to me, which is hooked up to my primary computer via Ethernet cable. And Day, my editor, uses a program to kind of remotely desktop into my second computer and access the files on my primary computer to edit the videos. However, I believe the hard drive on my editing computer is dying. It doesn't want to open, it makes a weird grindy noise, and Premiere Pro is being a total butthead about wanting to get anything to work right, so it's not editing things properly all the time. On top of that, lately, sometimes whenever a video does seem perfectly fine, I'll upload it to YouTube, and all of a sudden there's another issue with it. So I'm not sure what's getting lost in translation, if it's not reading it from the hard drive properly because the hard drive's dying, or if Premiere Pro's just being a total screw up. I'm not sure, but I am doing my best to get the problem fixed. I have somewhere around here a bag that has 2 more hard drives in it, so whenever I get back, I'm going to try to replace those hard drives and move everything over, so that way I can get back to having high quality crap for you guys to watch. So I am sorry about the no sound. I'm glad you got some entertainment out of it, Zach. Not everybody was as happy about that, but it is a work in progress, and it's a combination of hard drives, YouTube, and probably my setup being not optimal. ZECWhitney wrote, says, is that right? That's not what they said. They said, Wade is probably the loudest pet rock ever, but at least you're invincible forever. Rock on, Wade. I feel like I've heard that one before. Is that one stolen? I started to make a stolen pun and I screwed it up. Thank you, I will rock on. If there is a way to break Far Cry, I apparently will find it. Whether it's invisible vehicles, dying and getting stuck with my guns out, getting stuck in a rock while on a snow speeder. And Typical Cat responded, my pet rock ran away. You might want to check out your knowledge of what a rock is. Because if your pet rock, starves to death or dies of dehydration or runs away, it probably wasn't a rock. Yeah. Good luck. Julian Watch says, Lord Minion 777, you just got yourself 1 more sub. So what you're saying is I got a 1st and 10, right? Because you have a football picture and 1st down means touch field goal. I'm a Bengals fan. I don't understand what good things are in football, apparently. I know a lot of you don't watch sports, so you don't understand the pain of admitting I'm a Bengals fan right now, but hey, could be worse. There's teams out there that have a little bit worse than my team does right now, so I feel for you guys. But it's pretty painful being a sports fan. Wish I wasn't one. But thank you for subscribing, Julian Watch, and I hope that my fan base is welcoming to you. I hope I'm welcoming to you, and I hope you stick around for a long time. You enjoy the content, and just keep watching. Thank you so much for giving me a chance. Humanoid25 says, Wade got salty after Molly killed him. That was hilarious. I need oxygen. I did get a little salty after Molly killed me. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll try to remember to actually do the wave this time, like I forgot to last time. But spoiler alert, so plug your ears right now. In the last Gmod Guess Who I posted with Molly and Patrick, JP, and Gar, Molly just happened to, you know, find me no matter where I was, who I was, when I was. Immediately, like if I ran into her, I was just dead. Just dead. And after a while, yeah, I got a little salty about it because, you know, it was like, oh, hey, I'm blending in. I'm cool, you know, I'm a cool cat bad. And I just died. So yeah, I got a little salty. Spoiler over. I remembered to wave. You're welcome. Yeah, salt. The salt is real sometimes in gaming. Tyler Jewell says, hey Lord Minion, just wanted to say I love your videos and keep up the damn good work. You deserve every sub you have, and I'm expecting you to get tons more. Have a nice day to you and anyone who reads this. 15 likes on that. People enjoyed that comment. I enjoyed that comment. And by the looks of it, it was liked. So, no, I appreciate it. I do try to put a lot of work into giving you guys, you know, a good amount of content. Day does a lot of the editing and she's doing a fantastic job, especially considering she's, you know, remote desktoping into a dying computer. The computer she's using was my old recording computer that I replaced because I thought it was dying. And the fact that she's making it work with the situation that she's got to handle is pretty awesome. She's doing a fantastic job. She's doing all the real work. All I'm doing is sitting here going, I'm a dinosaur, salt, 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 don't kill me, rage, throw my headset, scream, run. It's really simple. I don't act, it's just my natural impulse whenever I play games to do the stupid things I do. I don't fake reactions or anything. I do try to be energized before I start recording, just because I want you guys to get an experience of, you know, me at my best. But I am not talented enough to go into a blind Let's Play or a blind recording and have a plan for what happens whenever my heart skips a beat, you know? So really, I don't do that much work. I'm just myself. You guys enjoy it, but all the credit goes today and to you guys for watching. So thank you. And I will take a little bit of a compliment for being me, so that way you guys don't get mad at me for trying to be too off-putting with compliments or whatever the right phrase is for that. So I will keep up the damn good work. Thank you, Tyler. Tommy Klinikum says, watch earmuffs, children, earmuffs, children. The fuck, Wade, you never seen Cabin in the Woods? Also, Pet Rock? With just one lol. No, I have not seen Cabin in the Woods. I don't watch that many movies or TV shows. I keep up with Supernatural, The Walking Dead, The Blacklist, and I think House of Cards on Netflix. That's it as far as TV shows go. Movies, I watch the Hunger Games movies, Star Wars movies, you know, the Hobbit movies, Lord of the Rings movies, the Harry Potter movies when those came out, and occasionally I'll go see something random like Krampus or something like that. But I really just don't have time to watch that much stuff. It's like I sit here playing games most of the day, or, you know, traveling to different conventions or things, or spending time with friends, family, Molly. By the time I get time to watch a movie, it's like, you know, 5 a.m. and I still have a comments video to record, so I just don't get the time. But I will try to go out of my way to see Cabin in the Woods because people keep telling me I have to see it. So thanks for rubbing it in, Tommy. ZECWhitney Gaming says, I think Wade needs to improve his thumbnails. Not hating, just an opinion. Well, I appreciate the opinion. I would like it if you would elaborate more and tell me what you don't like about the thumbnails. They're pretty similar to what I've always done. I've never been a great art person, creatively thinking, and lately the thumbnails have been a lot better. Day's actually been helping me with the thumbnails. Sometimes I'll have Molly help me with thumbnails. But I'm always open to criticism. I would just like it to be more than just saying, hey, make it gooder than that. Tell me what it is that you think is wrong. You know, are they not showing you enough of the action? Is my face not supposed to be there? Is my face supposed to be bigger? What is it about the thumbnails that you personally don't like? That's the first time I've heard a complaint about them. So, well, not the first time ever, but I don't get that many people that say they don't like them. So whenever I do get a comment like this, I'm very open-minded to hearing what you have to say and suggestions, but it doesn't help me just to say improve them. So I'm critiquing your critique by asking you to critique me more, if that makes any sense. So if you guys don't like, you know, the kinds of games I'm playing, or my audio, which I'm trying to fix, by the way, I'm working on getting all of that nasty static out of the way. I'm sorry, the death run videos will all have that in there, and I apologize. That is totally something that went wonky on my end, and I don't know what happened, but I am trying to fix it. But I am open to criticism. I would just like it to be detailed and tell me, you know, what needs to change and why. Kind of like a little mini essay, you know. You don't just say, well, the world is round, duh. That wouldn't prove to people that thought the world was flat, the world's round. You gotta be like, well, if you look at this blah, 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 and you calculate this, and you look at the horizon and, you know, the moon and shiznit, just, you know, prove to me, show me, demonstrate to me your knowledge of this, of the thumbnail profession, and tell me what it is that you want to see different. So thank you for the criticism, but give me more of it. Skelly Bones says, they need a 6th player. The uneven teams annoys me a lot. It kind of bothers me too, having 5, but here's my thinking. 5 people in some ways is the perfect number, and it's also too many and also not enough. 4 people, it feels like, I wish there were, you know, 3 people on each team. But when you get 6 people in there and they're all very talkative, then it just becomes chaos of everyone talking over each other. So the reason we go with 5 a lot of times isn't because we necessarily like having uneven teams, but it's more than 4, which doesn't feel like enough, and not as many like 6, which feels like too many. You know, Drunk Minecraft is between, well, it's done now, but we always had us 3, and we would sometimes have a guest. It was 3 to 4, and that worked out. But for a game like Prop Hunt, it's almost better to have, you know, 4 or 5 rather than 6, but sometimes 4 just doesn't feel like enough people. So it's kind of like trying to balance things, and sometimes, you know, you just have 5 people, and you don't want to, you know, kick one person out of the group, nor do you want to just, you know, go find someone random at whim to toss in there and drag them out of bed in the middle of the night because you need a 6th. We just end up with 5 sometimes. So I understand I have a little bit of that. It's not quite obsessive compulsive disorder, but it's, you know, the same line of thinking where even helps me not want to rip apart my walls. So I'm sorry about that. Sometimes it ends up being 5. It's not like we intentionally go out of the way to drive you guys crazy. Bella Holman says, I love your videos. Thank you, Wade. Do you like lizards? Yes, I do. I think it would be fun to see you hold an iguana, a tamed one, though I do not want you to need stitches or any medical attention at all for that matter. Especially if you used it to scare Molly or Markiplier. Lol. Mark might be really freaked out. I don't know if Mark's afraid of lizards. When I was a kid, I used to go around collecting lizards and salamanders and bugs and stuff. My actual nickname running around down at my grandparents was Bug Boy. All the neighbors knew me as Bug Boy because I went out and I caught everything. I don't know if you guys know what an A-frame is, but there was an A-frame house where the rooftop on both sides kind of goes all the way down to the ground, making it look kind of like an A from the front. And lizards would go tanning on the roof. So I would go climbing on this people's roof I didn't even know, trying to catch lizards. Got yelled at a couple times because it was private property, but I wanted lizards and their house was perfect. They were sunning on them. And one time my second cousin, or aunt, I'm not even sure how to describe her relationship to me exactly, but she actually helped me build a net because my net broke out of a plastic like shopping bag and a stick, where I would go around catching like lightning bugs and different kinds of insects and lizards and stuff with that. So I was very much a nature loving kid, and I would catch things. I wouldn't kill them or anything. I would catch them and, you know, keep them for an hour or a day, and I'd let them back go again, which was still kind of cruel, but, you know, as a kid you want to do things like that, so I would do that. And my dad actually had a pet iguana named Iggy, I think his name was. My dad passed away when I was 11, which was in 2000, which is a long time ago, so it took me a minute to remember Iggy's name. But he would actually run around the house, so I used to play with iguanas and lizards all the time. It would be fun to scare Molly and Mark with the iguana, but I wouldn't worry about the iguana hurting me as much as I'd worry about Mark or Molly hurting me. But yes, lizards are awesome. Okay, here we have a 3-parter. Moonbeam, Molly is a Jedi. Erica Reynolds, and Erica's one of my Twitch mods actually. I agree, the Force is strong in that one. Lol, 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 lol. And Shadow Messenger X, it's the only explanation. I have no idea how she does it all the time. Once or twice, sure, but she's just running by, bam, Wade dead. If it's not the Force, it's aliens or Illuminati. But above all, it's funny. Go Molly. No, no. She's gotta be cheating. She's hacking or something. I don't know. She's not really. She's not hacking or cheating, but I don't know. She knows me well enough, I guess, to know how I walk in a flippin' video game that we haven't even played together before. Like, guess who? I don't know. I don't know if I just walk stupid or what it is. But she has like a sixth sense for picking me out of the flippin' lineup, and guess who? It drives me insane. But, you know, what can you do? Such is life. She's very good at it. I give her props. Or... this isn't prop hunt. I guess I give her limbs. I don't know. But anyway, thank you Moonbeam, Erica, and Shadow for giving Molly all the compliments. Once in a while, I could use one too, you know, for being... yeah, well, one day I'll earn one. One day I'll be a good at the game. And then maybe I'll get a compliment for that one day. I'm doing okay on Kingdom, right? And last but not least, Madison Gan says, yay! I'm glad you guys had fun. I loved that you included Molly. I said this, I think, last week too. I'm really looking to try to get Molly more involved on my channel. I used to play more stuff with her. In fact, one of the earliest series I ever did, which Proto, if you're watching right now, you'll love this, Proto Def, Otis, was Settlers of Catan. And I actually started doing that one because Molly was coming to visit me for the very first time before she moved down to Cincinnati, Ohio, when she was still living in Minnesota. And I wanted to have something that we could record together while she was in town, because I still wanted to get you guys content, but I wanted to spend as much time with her as possible. So I thought, hey, this is the best of both worlds. We can play a game together and entertain you guys and spend time together. So that's where our gaming relationship started as far as YouTube goes. When we used to play Minecraft together 6 or 7 hours a day while we were living long distance apart, and even after she moved here for a while. So I really wanted to get her more involved. That's why we're bringing back 7 Days to Die as well. One, because you guys want more of it, and two, I'd love to get Molly more stuff. So I'm glad you guys really enjoy her. She's a great personality. I love her to death, except for in Guess Who, when she murders the crap out of me, and 7 Days to Die when she murders the crap out of me, and Prop Hunt when she murders the crap out, and Ship where she murders the crap. Holy crap, all she does is kill me. I need to rethink this. Nah, she can play. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been reading your comments for week 5. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for the great comments. I'm sorry if yours didn't make it in. And, you know, keep on commenting. Every video posted after this one is fair game for comments to be picked from for the next comments video, which will be posted theoretically, in theory, 2 weeks from today, barring any changes. But with the trips this month following the holidays, it's been kind of crazy. I hope to get back to normal schedule soon. Look forward to the mail video next week, which, like I said, won't be quite the same as the ones in the past, but I'm doing my best to at least address everybody that sent me something and sent Molly something, so I'll do what I can. Until next time. See ya, guys.